Hi, welcome back to the mat. So glad to see you. I hope that your days 1 to 10 are going fantastic. I know it gets a little monotonous when you have so many repetitions to do, but believe me, Tracy is only trying to get your foundation ready for what's to come. All of these moves build on top of the next move, so get really good at what you're doing now, because I'm telling you, I'm doing the same moves in day 240 that you are doing in day 1 with a few little twists to them. So these are your foundation moves. She's activating all these muscles that she's going to be using later on to build that perfect body that you're after. And it's really important that you get them down right. So today we have 7 moves that are on our, 7 moves once again, 7 moves that are on our floor routine. So I'm going to go through those seven with you. The arms and the abs, I hope you're doing really well with. Again, use the method to slow down the video and really watch what you're doing. I hope you've been looking ahead if you've had time, or at least being prepared for the next wave that's going to come. One thing I forgot to mention last week that is really important is a mirror. Now, I have several mirrors and I use them for different things. I have one when I'm standing, I have one when I'm on the floor. If you have a mirror closet door, great. If you can move your bed out of the way so that you can get closer to it. It's really important that you can see what you're doing, because if you can see your form, you know where to correct it. Whereas if you're just going through the movements and you think you've got it, which I have done many, many, many times, really. I thought I was doing great, and then I looked in the mirror and went, oh my gosh, or I taped myself. Oh, tape yourself. I'm telling you, you will redo that tape 10 times. So really important that you're aware of the moves that you're making, following through on every move, making sure that you are engaged with the move, that you are transferring your weight. Be aware of her weight transfers as she's doing moves. If you need to slow them down, slow them down. So I hope you enjoy the next 10 days as much as you enjoyed the first days. And if you're struggling, please tell us what you're struggling with so that we can give you a hand. And nothing comes easy. Anything good that you want is work. Remember, your only competition is you. So you don't have to worry about whether you're going to beat somebody else or whether or not this is the right way for you. You'll know. You'll know that if you're on the right path. And let's get on with it. And we're going to do the 11 to 20 floor sequence. And there's quite a few exercises, and they all seem to have different repetitions. So you're doing some 20s, some 15s, some 30s, some 40s. So I found it easier to count them as I'm watching through them once or twice, and then I at least know how many repetitions I'm going to be doing. We're also going to talk a little bit about cross vectors. Okay, cross vectors are when your body is pushing and pulling against a force. Example, when you're doing your arm workout, or like your arm is through a wall and you're trying to pick something up and you got to get it, but somebody else has your other arm just to stretch. Well, that's a cross vector, and those cross vectors come into play throughout all of Tracy's work. This is something that she really tries to get going in all of her exercises. Anything that you're doing, you usually have a push and a pull, so that somewhere in your body you are activating those muscles that crisscross over everything. Same in your back. If you're lying on your back and you're lifting up your arm and your shoulder is on the back, that is activating that cross vector between your shoulders. So be aware of those as we go through these, and I will try and point a couple out as we start. So let's get to our first exercise. Our first exercise today, you're going to be down on all fours, and we're going to be lifting our right leg. Our left is going to be on the mat. Our left knee is going to be on the mat. We're going to be lifting out of our hip. Okay, so we're not throwing this up with our leg. We are lifting right out of this hip. So you're going to lift up out of your hip, back down, and then you're going to go straight back, and you're reaching and you're pushing on that foot. So this is what I talk about a cross vector. She's pushing, but at the same time, her body is reaching forward. So she comes back down. So it's up and cross. Up, lifting out of that hip, and cross. Now, she also wants you to put your hand behind your back. I find if I can do a few of them in this position first, get your feeling, know what you're working on. You're going up and you're going pushing back. So now we're going to put our left hand on the small of our back here. Make sure you've got your balance engaged, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to lift up out of the hip and back and push through that. So it's up. This is working on your balance, which is working on your cross vectors, because everything has to engage to maintain that balance and push it out. Good job. Okay, so be aware of those when you're working on that, and we're going to go to exercise number 2. Exercise number 2, you're going to cross your right leg over top of your left, and we're going to push up. So we're reaching over. Now, if you look, you'll see an overhead shot where you'll see Tracy's hips kind of go back. That is the cross vector working there. So she's crossing her legs up, and she's pushing back. So it's down and back. Okay, again, at no time are you throwing this leg up in the air. You are lifting and pushing. Lifting and pushing. And pushing. You will feel that in your glutes. And as your body goes forward, your leg is going back. Good. On to number 3. Number 3 is really going to engage your butt muscles here. Okay, what she is working on is these small little accessory muscles that are underneath the bigger muscles. So in order to engage them, we're going to be on our left leg again. We're going to grab a hold of that right leg, and at the same time as we press that leg out, we are going to reach forward in what I call more of a Superman pose and stretch. So I'm pushing with this foot and I'm reaching with this arm. And then I'm going to come back. Pull that into your butt to activate those muscles and reach and push. So it's bend, reach and push. Bend, reach and push. Bend, reach and push. This requires balance. So again, those cross vectors are all coming to effect because you're trying to keep your balance. The next one we are going to do, you're going to be in a plank position, keeping your butt down, okay? We don't want your butt way up here. I want you to keep your butt down. Hands are under your shoulders. We're going to be up on our left foot, and our right knee is going to come in, and it's going to go out on a diagonal. So it's going out, and we're pushing that out. So it's out and in. And again, you see your body, your front body is reaching forward as your back body is pushing back. Now you're going to go from this position, you're going to drop your elbows down on the ground, and we are going to stay in the same, except we are going to go up from this position. So knee is in, again, pushing up. So you're pressing through that foot, stretching out nice and long. Excellent. Our next exercise, we're going to be down on our side. Okay, so we're going to be on our elbow. You want your legs stacked, so your knees are stacked. We're going to be bringing our right leg up and forward. From this forward position, you're going to lift out of your hip. So if you put your hand on your hip, you can feel that hip, and you're going to lift straight up. Your foot is flexed. You're going to lift straight up, and you're going to drop your foot down behind your leg and back up, drop it down, back up, and back to your starting position. Leg out, foot is flexed, lift up, down, and down. It's a little tricky the first few times you do it, lifting up out of the hip. You want to make sure that you're not, again, not throwing that leg up. You're lifting it. So it's from the hip, and it goes up. Good job. Our final exercise is going to be up on our hand. We're going to be putting our weight into our palm. We're pushing through our palm. You want to keep a nice space here in your body so that you're lifting up and out. Our knees are stacked, and we're going to press up through this palm, and we're going to go up, arm to the ceiling, leg out. Okay, so we're doing a real, as Tracy says, a ta-da moment. You want that arm up and that leg out so that you're making space. Okay, you need to make space for your body. So it's up and down and up. And she's sitting back down and then pushing out of that palm. Okay, make sure you're keeping that space there and that you're getting that really good ta-da moment at the top. Go as high as you can go. Okay, I know it's crazy to expect you to have your foot over your head at this point in time. We're only on days 11. So, you know, everybody has their own limitations on how far they can go. So work with your limits. Don't get upset that you might not be able to reach exactly what she's trying to get at, because you will. You will be surprised. A couple days into it, as I've said before, the first few days are usually a challenge, and then by the time you get to day 3, you're like, oh, I've got this. And before you know it, you're just doing it. So I hope that helps you with this week's walkthrough, and I hope that you're sticking with us and enjoying your first 10 days. So here you go with your next 10 days, and I will see you for the last 10 days. So have a great day and have awesome workouts this week. High five.